A few weeks ago, it was the bright lights of Vegas. This, however, is Birmingham, and that ain't the Stratosphere Tower. And that isn't quite the same as the Bellagio fountains. But I'm not worried about the scenery. I'm here at the NEC for one reason only. It's this, the British Shooting Show 2018. I spent 3 days at the show, chatting and filming. And these are my chosen goodies, which I think need watching out for in the next few months. I saw this at SHOT Show a few weeks ago. It's the Bantam Sniper HR. It's basically a beefed up Bantam. And with that beefed upness and a carbon bottle, you can now get 470 shots in 177 and 520 in 2.2. And that's thanks to the fact that the Brocock Bantam HR is now regulated. And with that beefed upness, take a look at that hugget on the front. It's enormous. It's the biggest hugget I've ever seen. I had the original Bantam. This is really, really beefy. You've got the bigger cocking bolt just there. The whole stock feels more chunky, and of course that shroud is now even bigger. The whole thing looks more tactical and ready for range work or any hard graft you want to throw at it. With the shot counts now up into the hundreds, it's a whole day's shooting in one charge. And then when you're finished, you can throw it in the back of your four-wheeler. That's the Bantam Sniper HR. You may remember Danny from my SHOT Show video. Well now, here she is in sunny Birmingham, and we get to have some shots with the all-new Sig Sauer ASB20 break barrel gas piston air rifle. The new gas ram rifle from Sig Sauer was something which I saw at SHOT Show just a few weeks ago, and I'm really pleased to be able to catch up with it here in the UK, because we actually get to see a sub 12 foot-pound version. And I've just fired a few shots through it, and I have to say it is incredibly sweet. Now don't get me wrong, it's a gas ram rifle, and there's other gas ram rifles on the market, but what makes this feel so special is the balance. It is right there in the palm of your hand, and also it's that trigger. The trigger just seems to work so well. You go through the first stage and you pull the trigger and the shot's gone, and it does work really, really well, and it's something which I know Danny spoke about over in the States, and she said it was special, and it really, really is. Also, something else to note is that obviously the gun is in a Manelli stock, which is something that you don't normally see too often on a Springer, and that is absolutely beautiful. Look at that, and it's just got a lovely shiny finish to it all the way, with some nice stippling. And of course you've got the safety there as well, which is not an auto safety, it's a manual safety, so that's something different to other manufacturers as well. Not forgetting right at the front, you've got that integrated moderator, and that really, really does work. You pull the trigger, and I'm in an enclosed space here, there really is no bang or crack from it. It really, really does work, so it's not just there for aesthetics. And then of course you've got this locking system just here. Now the locking system is super important, because what it does is it means that there's no wobble on the barrel at all. It's like a keystone. It goes in, it locks, which means that you're getting a straight true shot every time. That is actually really, really good news from SIG. It's made in the States, it's made in the same factory as they make all their other high-grade firearms, and it's in the UK. Good news. I've had to wait right till the end of the day, till the stand clears out a little bit, to get my hands on this one. It's the new Huntsman Regal, and it's the regulated version. And how do you know it's regulated? Well, because on the front there, you've got the pressure manometer, it's been a long day, and on the bottom, you've got the manometer for the humour regulator. The Huntsman is without doubt a favourite worldwide, and with this update comes greater shot count. 160 in 2.2 and 140 in 177. That's sub 12 foot-pounds of course, going up from the original which was 82 and 95. The Humour Reg control also gives stability to the air from that 132cc cylinder. You lose the old power curve. which is excellent. That's shot-on-shot consistency throughout the charge. 10-shot or single shot, the action still sits in a glorious Italian Manelli stock with 3D stippling all round. The cylinder is now filled via a quick fill probe, and that opening is protected with a dust sleeve. The traditional rear bolt is still in situ with the red resettable safety at the rear. This is definitely on my to shoot list.
I'd like to present to you the new walnut stocked edition of the Daystate Red Wolf. The electronic heart is the same as the serie Rosso limited edition that we recently launched. Side lever cocking action, and on the other side is the LCD, full carbon shroud and it's real carbon, which comes standard on all the Red Wolves, in both this walnut stock and the laminated stock that you'll see later in the year. 450 shots again in 177, and now 500 in 2.2 after our beta testing is now finished and we're into production. Manelli stock with adjustable cheek piece, 3D adjustable shoulder pad, and we've done something really clever. The power pack now sits inside the grip. Fully adjustable match grade trigger, Lothar Walther match grade barrels, and as with any Daystate, it's either 10 shot or single shot. On the end of the carbon shroud, it's threaded with a 1/2" UNF fitting if you want to add an optional silencer. We've had a fantastic response from everyone who shot the rifle on the range here at the British Shooting Show. And this will be available from mid-March. The price starts from $17.99 for the walnut and bottle version, and goes up to $19.49 for the laminate that you'll see later this year with a highlight bottle.
Without doubt, the new Red Wolf in the serie Rosso and walnut version has caused a storm since the SHOT Show 2018. Are they good? Oh yes. While the Rosso is clearly a collector's piece, the walnut Red Wolf is a day-to-day rifle, and from what little shots I have had, all I can say is, take my money now. Out of the box, it's pellet on pellet. The show at the NEC is absolutely packed, and as we work our way through the crowds, we get onto the Airarms stand, which is being absolutely mobbed by the public. And we find one of the legends of the sport, and Mr. Nick Jenkinson. Over to you, Nick.
Hello, we're here at the NEC. It's the British Shooting Show 2018. I'm on the Airarms stand just to show you a couple of rifles that they've been in production for a while, but this is a new iteration of the S510 Ultimate Sporter. This one's with a walnut stock, which I think looks really attractive. We've also got one with a black soft touch stock. This is the XS model, which is an FAC. This is the 12 foot-pound version of the rifle, a carbine version. This is producing 60 shots unregulated, but there are plans to put regulators in both of these rifles, which is going to increase the shot count by about 50%. I think the soft touch is probably going to appeal more to the hunter, but the walnut stock is something where if you get any scratches or abrasions on it, it's slightly easier to rub those out or bring the scratches to the surface and re-oil the stock. I think you'll agree they're beautiful looking guns, and this action's been shot for some years now and proving to be extremely accurate, extremely popular. They come with the option to put these Q-Tech silencers on. We've got two lengths. This is the long Q-Tech silencer. They also do a small one, which I think on something that possibly suits the long silencer. This one probably would suit the slightly shorter one, in my opinion. But come and have a look at these on the Airarms stand sometime soon.
I'm on an absolutely packed ASI stand, and one of the things that everyone's come to have a look at is the new crown. Now, you guys out there know that I've got the blue one, which you'll see very shortly, which is an absolute tack driver. But look at this one, this is the green laminate as well. Look at that, that is absolutely beautiful. A few stats that I know so far, so sub 12 foot-pounds, 2.2 caliber, you're getting 600 plus shots. It's going to give you incredible performance with that new X barrel system on there. The pellet goes exactly where you want it to go. And I do mean exactly. Have too much coffee, breathe too heavily, or forget the follow through on your shot, and the pellet goes where you wobbled the crosshairs to. It really is a revolution. Yep, it literally puts the pellet where you put the crosshairs. It's that good. My video review is coming soon. So there you go, FX crown, coming out in the UK very, very soon.
My name's Hannah and I'd like to introduce to you our new Cobra for MTC Optics. It's a first focal plane scope. It has side parallax, adjustable turrets, locking turrets if you push them down. Pull them up obviously to release the lock. It's illuminated, so the focus on the Cobra is 4 to 16. We have a 50mm objective on the Cobra. We have 30mm tube as opposed to the 25 on the Mamba lights. Focus is adjustable from the ocular end of the Cobra. So remember, on the first focal plane, when you increase the magnification, your reticle size also increases and decreases, obviously, if you come back down. This is something that's been requested by a lot of shooters from us. These are going to be in store from around the 1st of April, and estimated recommended retail is $259.
I met some lovely people as I walked round, and they all seem to be having a great day.
Hello guys, I'm Ross, me mate. Ian, I'm his mate.
Braces of Bristol had their first ever stand at a show, and on the stand, the Javelin Bipod system was getting a lot of attention.
Hello, my name's Rob Gearing. Some of you might know me. I invented a carbon fibre magnetic bipod and shooting system. My background's climbing mountains and sort of outdoor fly fishing and hunting. But really, in a nutshell, guys, this is a very lightweight hunting system. So it literally goes on the rifle with a magnet. What you've got here is something that you can use on unstable ground, and you can track a target. We do a military version as well, but this is the hunting version. You can then turn it round and lock it into place. And basically, it's made of 5 layers of Japanese carbon. It's a solid billet of 7075 grade alley, aircraft grade. So this thing is stupidly strong. It's got an extendable leg, right, and it's got tungsten carbide tips. The lower legs can come out and you can swap them out. It's all designed to be field strippable. You can wash them in a stream, there's nothing to rust or corrode. But basically the whole gambit is here. This bipod stays with me. Whatever rifle platform I've got just has a series of different adapter types. We cover most events and it just goes on when I need it. So the fact I can do that, the fact I can do this and track a target is a huge game changer for the professional hunters and serious hunters alike. We make them in the UK. You get everything in the box that you need, including the adapter, the bipod, the rubber cushions and the screw type. So we cover European and American rifles. We do a foldable one, which was developed for the US SEALs. That stays on and that can lock under the platform, right? And you can pull it out. That's called the Spartan 300. And then with this, the whole shooting system turns into a tripod or sticks as well. And again, uses the same adapter. Very, very lightweight systems, really good quality carbon. This can be also used as sticks, by the way. So it's not just a tripod, and as sticks, it's very versatile and more flexible. So I can drop it down and load on that ball joint, and I've got a huge amount of transit. If I want to shoot uphill, I just simply turn the system round, and now I'm set to shoot uphill. No weight to these, very, very lightweight. So if you want some more information, there's a link in the box below, or please visit SpartanJavelinBipod.com.
Have you ever wondered where you can buy off-the-shelf custom parts for your air rifle? Trigger guards, single-shot loaders, parallax levers, windicators, scope risers, the list goes on. Well, it's Rowan Engineering. There's a link in the box below. Go check them out. Here on the Umarex stand, there are 2 new things that they want to tell us about. The first is this Glock. Now this is a semi-auto BB pistol and it holds 16 rounds. This Glock 19 replica pistol is powered by a single 12-gram CO2 cartridge. This little baby Glock feels really nice and agile, and it feels incredibly well made. Obviously this part below is a polymer in some way, but it doesn't feel plasticky. it feels really, really realistic. 186 mils in length and around 717 grams in weight. It's got a smooth barrel, and as I said at the start, it's a 16 round capacity magazine. You've also got the double bladed trigger like the original, which acts as the safety. And that bit just there says officially licensed by Glock, which means they've looked at it and they like it. And that should be out with you in the next few weeks. Glock 19 CO2, I like that. But hang on, because Umarex haven't finished yet. They're also launching this. It's the RP5 CO2 powered pistol. And wait for it, it's a pump action. The RP5 is a 5-shot pump action CO2 powered pistol. To put your CO2 air in, you put 2 12-gram cartridges in the end there. The version you're seeing here has all the accessories on it that you could possibly get in the future, such as the silencer, the scope, and you've got the Picatinny rail. Umarex tell me that the base package may not come with all these options on it, but it's things that you can add at a later date. And I have to say, it does look a little bit like a rat catcher. And it does, until you use that pump action system. And if you think that that would look good with a stock on it, they've thought of that as well. This is something which is going to come in the future. But that, I think, is really exciting. It's something new in the CO2 line, multi-shot, 2 power formats. It's going to come in the pistol power, so sort of I think 5 foot-pounds and below, and then obviously it's going to come in at somewhere around 10 foot-pounds if you've got probably that on the end. I really like that. That's the Umarex RP5 CO2 powered pistol or rifle.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris from Hull Cartridge Company with a new old favourite to show you. It's the HW35E, the rifle that started it all. We're still importing these, but seeing quite a big increase in sales. So we thought we'd bring one to the British Shooting Show this year to show to you all, and that they're still here. So we've got a lovely walnut stock. Of course, your sling swivels still. It's a lovely little thumb latch. A nostalgic rifle for a lot of people, and it's great to see the smile on the face that I lusted after one as a kid, and now I can buy one. So here we are, 35E, an old favourite, back in trend.
This is something I'm getting asked an awful lot about. It's the VARR HW44 pistol. Yes, there is a review coming soon, don't worry. It's all about time. Now, Hull Cartridge have told me that they've secured the first 3 months production from Weihrauch. So if you've got a back order on these or anything like that, they are coming, they're going to clear them. But I just want to give you the specs on this fabulous little pistol. Now the setup you see here, obviously you've got the scope and the mounts, and the silencer on the front is an optional extra. They're showing you sort of like the top package here at the show. But out of this little 6 foot-pound pistol, you're getting around 105 shots in 177 and around 115 in 2.2. And do remember that this is a multi-shot pistol with the side lever cocking system, and it's a PCP, so there's no recoil. So this really is a fantastic little air pistol, and when you put it in your hand, it sits there really nicely, whether you're left hand, oh, excuse the chain, or right hand. It seems that they've managed to get the moulding just right for whether you're a left paw or a right paw. Picatinny rail on the top, and you've got the air cylinder on the front. Superb little pistol. Picatinny rail on the bottom as well. I like that. You're gonna see it soon. Stop asking, it's coming. Highland Outdoors are showing off some new kit from Webley. I need to pay more attention to Webley looking at their range. First is the Eclipse 177 or 2.2 rifled barrel pistol with a detachable black polymer stock, which is ambidextrous. 2-stage trigger, and it's a PCP, not CO2. 5.5 foot-pounds in both calibers, and it's a multi-shot, 14 in 177 and 12 in 2.2. Lots of rails and 2 magazines included. Just add fun, or maybe some vermin. This is the Eclipse's big brother, the Enforcer. Again, 177 or 2.2 in sub 12, or FAC in sub 12, 200 shots in 2.2 and 180 in 177. More rails and the same black stock system as the Eclipse. Big butch floating barrel, and it comes with 2 magazines. Want something in wood? Well, there's the Mastiff. It's a semi-bullpup 177 or 22, adjustable trigger and side lever cocking, adjustable cheek piece and butt pad, and the wood is walnut. And it's an ambidextrous layout with fitted sling swivels, rail on top for the scope, and it has an integrated silencer in the sleeve over the barrel. There is also the Raider, which I'm guessing is similar in performance to the Mastiff, but it's just in a standard rifle format. That's it, 3 days bagged into a few minutes. Please check out the links below to everything you've seen. If I missed you and your company, I'm sorry. Next time, grab me and drag me to your stand. See you next year, Birmingham. Look over here.
I hate Giles, I hate it.
You're fine. Just look at me, Hannah, not up there.
I'm looking at you.
Are you looking at me?
Look at the camera.
Look at the camera. That's it. Keep smiling.